What is the difference between dhulm and fasad? Dhulm and fasad both are acts of spiritual sabotage. But the Quran is precise, razor sharp in how it places each word. So let's not generalize what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has specialized. We begin with dhulm. What's dhulm? It means to place something where it doesn't belong. That's the root meaning. Because one of the famous scholars say that dhulm is a transgression against the created order. It is when you place a blessing in the wrong context or in the wrong position. It's not meant to be. So here you violate the very purpose of a thing. You darken light, you misuse time, you dishonor trust. And what Allah says, Inna shirka la dhulmul azim in Surah Luqman ayah 13, that indeed shirk is the greatest dhulm. He's not just saying shirk is bad. He's saying you misplace devotion that is due only to Al-Khaliq and give it to what is created. That's not just sin. It's cosmic disorder. Dhulm is inward decay, injustice within the soul, in society and in worship. We come to fasad. Now fasad comes from the idea of rotting, corruption, or breaking down the natural order. So it is when things are no longer functioning according to their fitra, yani according to their natural state. When Fir'aun la'anatullah, was accused by Allah, innahu kana min al-mufsidin, in Surah Al-Qasas ayah 4, that indeed he was among those who could spread corruption. Fir'aun didn't just kill, he normalized death. He didn't just control, he manipulated power, so that oppression became a system. That's fasad. You dismantle divine order and replace it with chaos. And look at how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala distinguishes both in Surah Al-Baqarah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Allah says, وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ لَا تُفْسِدُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ قَالُوا إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ مُصْلِحُونَ. He says, when it is said to them, do not spread corruption on this earth, they say, we are only reformers. So, fasad is external damage to land, laws, relationship, morality, while dhulm is internal injustice, often beginning with the self. So the difference here, when you look at the meaning, like what was each thing created for, gives us this clarity. The soul was created to recognize and worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when you do dhulm, you deny that purpose. The earth was created for balance, harmony, and life. When you cause fasad, when you spread injustice, you disturb that balance. So imagine, dhulm is when you break your inner alignment with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whereas fasad is when that broken alignment spills out and contaminates the world. So when you put this into perspective, the one who commits dhulm corrupts his own self. The one who causes fasad misleads society. So, in simple terms, dhulm is injustice, misplacement, corruption of divine purpose in the soul. Whereas fasad is all about decay, disruption of societal or natural order. So, in simple terms, dhulm is internal betrayal and fasad is external damage. But both start from forgetting the purpose for which we were created. So, when we realign with that purpose, we heal both ourselves and the world. That's the Quran project. That's the purpose of the Quran. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from dhulm and fasad, and we should not fall victim, and these things should not be a witness for us on the Yawm al-Qiyamah. Allahumma ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.